Welcome to Nerdities. Bitches.
No topic too absurd, no statement too asinine. We are nerdy Jersey's finest. That's right, Nerdities. Don't worry, Justin. I'll roll my eyes more than enough to make up for who we're missing.
I made Joe laugh.
As ever, am Mike, joined by
Justin,
as well as Mr. Mint,
Ben,
and the solid man over there who's got his hand on his chin.
Joe.
There we are.
He's sad.
Mr. Kyle. Well, you never know.
He's sad because he can't jack it all over the house anymore.
Oh, is that what it is?
You did have a lot more energy last week.
Backed up.
Which is odd, because usually women weaken legs. So. Not going to get into too much personal stuff, because I came to realize there's a fair amount of shit to talk about this week.
There's stuff.
I got a good amount. We always try to start the show off if someone important in the entertainment industry or just important in the world has passed away and they're deserving of our time. We want to get it out of the way early because we used to end the show with this kind of shit, and holy fuck, what a bummer that was.
That was a downer.
This week, Joe said he has another one, but I want to point out specifically, at 98 years young, Roger Corman passed away on the 9th, and there may not be a more influential B-movie director ever.
I agree.
Maybe Lloyd Kaufman has made a big dent. Made a lot of people's careers better. Hell, he discovered James Gunn. So yeah, great work. Created the Toxic Avenger. But Roger Corman was responsible for, he was a mentor to Jonathan Demme, Francis Ford Coppola, Ron Howard, John Sayles, James Cameron, Joe Dante, and Martin Scorsese.
So he's to
writers
blame.
such as Robert...
So he's to blame.
For some of it. Robert Towne and John Sayles. But just as importantly, either discovered or gave early roles to Jack Nicholson, Charles Bronson, Robert De Niro, Sylvester Stallone, Talia Shire, Diane Ladd, and Sandra Bullock. That's influential. Also, is a record holder. His film Little Shop of Horrors set a world's record for the shortest shooting schedule for a feature film. 2 days.
Good for him.
2 days. And it ended up inspiring one of my favorite movies of the 80s, the musical version of Little Shop of Horrors. Can't say the original is my favorite, but it's rare that I love a musical, and I'll be fucked if I don't love Little Shop of Horrors.
I love Corman's Poe movies. The Vincent Price Poe movies are ones, if they're on TV, I will sit and watch them.
Produced 491 films. I thought he directed more. He directed 56. Acted in 45. And not just his own stuff. Let me go back to IMDb, because he was in a lot of really good movies for a second or two.
He was Godfather Part 2.
Yeah, he was one of the congressmen or senators in Godfather Part 2. He was in shitty stuff later on in life, like Sharktopus and Dino Shark. Can't fault him there. Looney Tunes Back in Action. That's right, they got him in that. Scream 3, he showed up. Apollo 13. Philadelphia. He was in Silence of the Lambs. And yeah, probably most importantly, The Godfather Part 2. Also, wrote a movie called The Fast and the Furious. Not the one we're thinking. A 1954 movie, Fast and the Furious, which, as far as I'm concerned, has a way better description than the one we've been subjected to for years. Let me pull that one up.
Hey, don't you belittle the Fast franchise.
A trucker framed for murder breaks out of jail, takes a young woman hostage, and enters her sports car in a cross-border road race, hoping to get to Mexico before the police catch him. You know what this doesn't have at all? family.
This is... It's close enough.
It's pretty close.
It's pretty
Cars
fucking
are
close. And Mexico... Racing...
They went there at least once, right?
Or for like 20 times.
That's what I figured. So yeah, moment for him when we're said and done. But Joe, who is the other person we need to identify?
Susan Backliny. You might not know her name,
I do not know her name.
but she is in one of the most famous movie scenes of all time.
I'll be the judge of that.
She is Christine Watkins in Jaws. She is the girl who gets attacked in the beginning of
Oh,
Jaws.
shit.
Shit.
Yes.
That's stunt woman.
Yep. She passed away at the age of 77 on May the 11th. She also reprised that role in 1941. So she was the girl who ended up getting hooked onto the pole of the Japanese submarine.
Well,
Yeah.
shit. That is damn unfortunate as well. 77 is a pretty decent run. Nothing like 98 years old for Roger Corman.
Right,
Respect to both of them. They get their time.
Kyle will be joining us. I didn't realize you put the finger up to count.
Kyle will be joining us one.
Shortly.
Okay, cool. They will get their time. You shall be missed in your own ways. This is a handful of Roger Corman MS3TK episodes. I've watched a lot.
All right. Now that we got the actual
Yeah.
RIPs, I love Mark Hamill, but today, Mark Hamill almost got a foot in his ass.
Mhm.
He posted on Twitter for Lucas's birthday, but the way it was worded, it started with "For George," and then it was like segmented lines, and then it was like pictures of him with George Lucas. And like, if you didn't go all the way down to the last line, it was like "Happy Birthday," you would have thought, like me and everybody else in the fucking comment section, that fucking George Lucas died. I almost did the screen grab to send it to you guys to be like, are you fucking serious?
Was it just Twitter?
I think it was just Twitter.
Okay, so I don't know if he has an actual Facebook. Yeah, that's pretty messed up.
Woo.
You know he did it on purpose.
Yeah,
He's one of those
absolutely.
shit
He
stars.
doesn't do anything without fucking reason.
Yeah. Okay.
He's a real joker.
Oh.
You.
Well, this
He's
one,
my kind of guy for.
you know what? That was a bad joke. Also, if he keeps this shit up, he's being a real cock knocker.
And that's pretty much it. That's all I really.
Luke Skywalker.
Oh, don't be a trickster.
Oh! He got there. He got there.
Joe's
All
on
right,
fire
let's
tonight.
Let's not press our luck.
Wasn't he in the original Dune or some shit? Wasn't he in something before Dune?
No.
No?
Before Star
Patrick
Wars?
Stewart.
No, he's.
Something before Star Wars that was kind of Star Wars-y.
He did a couple of TV movies.
TV
I think he
movies.
did an episode. He did an episode of. It wasn't 8 is Enough or something like that. It was one of those type of shows. It might have been 8 is Enough.
He's also done a lot of voice work, even early on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. He was the voice of, not the Human Torch. He was on. He was the voice of Major Nelson on the I Dream of Jeannie animated series
Yep.
because that happened.
Did.
That was a thing.
All right, let's do some castings. Jeff Bridges, Dave Bautista, Bryan Cranston, and Sam Elliott are going to be in a retelling of the Beowulf myth. Like, that's cool enough. That's like, wow, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, we get to the really cool part.
But it's being produced by the Jim Henson Company.
Ooh.
Cranston's going to be. I'm not Cranston. Jeff Bridges is going to be Grendel.
Yeah.
It's not going to be Beowulf. It's going to be called Grendel.
Yeah.
Bautista's going to be Beowulf.
Isn't Isn't Grendel a lady?
No.
Grendel's like a monster.
Grendel's the son of what's her name?
Oh, that's right. Grendel's the son of the king and the swamp bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he fucks a monster, they make a monster.
Yeah.
So,
Ah,
I
dude.
told myself since I was that kid, you saw that bastard later on, you're like, oh, fuck.
I was so excited when I saw this the other day. I was like, holy shit!
This could turn out to be an even better version of Beowulf than the 13th Warrior.
You know what's cool about that? I saw it's an oral tradition called the Bach Saga. And you know the king just kind of like throws himself off the ledge and just kind of commits suicide like that? So in the Bach Saga, he claims that his story is like an oral tradition passed down like from like the first men. This is what the guy says. It's like, I think it's like 3-hour installments. He goes over all his bullshit. But anyway, that he said in times, like the kings, that's how they would go out. They would fucking jump out like that and coincides with Beowulf. I thought that was cool.
It's like Denethor in was it Return of the King?
Yeah.
Sure, his ass is on fire, and he runs like a mile while still on fire. But yeah, he jumps off the edge of the cliff, the edge of the parapet, I guess you would call that.
Yeah, that ledge thing.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, this sounds fucking awesome.
Yeah.
It sounds super cool. We're gonna see a lot of practical effects in this. Something tells me Jeff Bridges isn't going to be in some kind of suit, though. He's probably going to do the mocap for it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a fucking puppet.
I would love if they all just do it as puppets.
Yeah.
I doubt you're going to get Batista and have him do puppeteering, but I would absolutely watch a Muppets version of Beowulf.
Yes. Fucking watch it so hard. Like Dark
The man-
Crystal-esque.
The Mandalorian and Grogu might be featuring another sci-fi alumnus.
Yeah.
Sigourney Weaver in talks to play something. Now, Night Sister would be cool.
Yo.
Fellow Mandalorian would be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something tells me she's just going to be wearing a fancy outfit and administrating something.
It'll be one of the New Republic.
If she takes over...
I
you can go?
was going to say she could be She-3PO.
Oh, I should have stopped you.
Why? Why do you gotta be like that?
If she takes over Carl Weathers' role, though,
Could.
Yeah.
they're gonna address it, and someone's gonna need to be on that planet administering shit.
That'd be cool.
That's where the thing's gonna start off. That's where they left these two. But yeah. Imposing badass Sigourney Weaver is gonna be in another Alien movie that hopefully will turn out well.
You guys didn't like She-3PO?
Just letting that one sit there, bud.
Yeah, we were gonna let it stop. We weren't gonna bring it up again.
Just letting it go.
Oh, well, like, I'm going to bring it up when Kyle comes on. He's going to be like, oh my god, that's good. That's good.
I don't think you
Get a
will.
little rumor to sandwich in between the stuff we do know. The Rock is being eyed as Apocalypse in the MCU, and I don't know if I love this. Physically, I love it.
Yeah.
Imposing as fuck. But, like, he's got a bad energy these days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turn to the punch bowl, as they say.
Mm-hmm. I kind of prefer if he took a little time away from Hollywood and just made decisions over in Titan Tower. You know he's not gonna.
No.
You know, here's my problem. Like, I like The Rock, and I enjoy his work, right? But he's gotten to the point now where, like, he's so big that
In
when
every sense of the word.
he has to work for, like, other people, and he's used to being the boss, it doesn't play well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's in that producerial role now. He's got his own production company. So it seems like he expects to have more input than other people on projects.
Yeah. And, like,
And in Marvel land, that doesn't play.
it's not going to work.
No.
Well, the DC takeover rumor going around. That does not bode well. You guys haven't seen that?
Mhm.
It's pretty. I said this years ago. I said he definitely sat down and he's like, "Listen, what I say goes. You all need to shut the fuck up. Say something. Shut your mouth. Shit like that." And then there's a rumor. It's all over the internet that The Rock tried to have like a pretty much takeover say over what happens in DC.
Oh, he tried to.
Yeah.
It's not even like
Oh
a
yeah,
rumor.
no, that's not a rumor.
He swung his dick around. He's like, "Yeah, I want Superman to show up at the end of this movie because I think Shazam, who has almost nothing to do with Superman, should fight Superman. I mean, Black Adam should fight Superman because that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I want to go this way. I don't want it to be done my way."
I don't want to
Or
be
then
with
it's the
Shazam. I don't care if that's where the character came from. That's
I don't care if they're intrinsically linked.
And then it bombed.
Yeah, he tried to throw his weight around, but they just weren't having it.
That movie sucked.
The movie was
I think
not-
Apocalypse could bring its career back.
he's got to learn. He's got to learn to play ball.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
It could, but a lot of it's on him.
He could do it. I have no
He
doubt
could
in my
knock it out
mind.
of the fucking
Yeah.
He
park.
could fucking destroy it. But he's got to listen to what everybody else is saying,
Yeah.
and it has to
Gotta
be.
understand the character.
It has to be The Rock comes in to play a role, and not $7 production comes in to meddle with the Marvel movie.
Yeah.
I mean, if you love the role, Apocalypse has so many statues of himself in Egypt, and Shazam had all of these statues of The Rock.
Listen,
They're eerily similar structurally.
it comes down to him needing to know his role and shut his mouth.
Yeah, well, would he be down with makeup and shit?
Yeah, he'll do it.
Like, I don't want to see Dwayne Johnson plays The Rock, plays Apocalypse. I just want to see Dwayne Johnson plays Apocalypse.
Yeah. I think they'd have to Thanos him.
Yes.
I think it would be a lot of motion tracky. It would.
I don't know.
Because even as Dwayne Johnson, I want more from Apocalypse. Apocalypse is in size Hulk-like.
Yeah, Yeah.
Well, he can change his stature, right?
He can.
eh.
In the comics, they don't play. I remember when he first showed up on the animated series, that was a big thing. Like, oh, he got real big, and like, I am as far beyond mutants as mutants are beyond human. That shit's always stuck with me. It's a fucking great line.
Yeah.
But that's not so much what he does in the comics anymore.
And if they're gonna do a lot of what they've done the last few years in the X books, where you see more of him, less like tech suited up.
Yeah.
You,
The stripped down Egyptian version of him
Yeah.
in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Where it's less about, like, because that armor that we know him as, I don't know if you know, that's celestial armor. That's a spacesuit
Yeah.
that he ganked back in the day. And then around the time when Krakoa started, this whole, the current story they're doing, he kind of stripped away that. He's just wearing, like, robes and stuff. And it's him being a badass, putting shit in check, but also being a voice of reason at times. He took a backseat to Charles and Magneto throughout all of Krakoa, and it's just like, I'm here because you guys finally fucking did it.
yeah.
You got done what I couldn't do. Respect.
Would you, if put yourself in Feige's position? You're working on an X-Men movie. You would throw Apocalypse as your first villain?
No.
I would no.
He's a build-up.
Yes, exactly.
It depends.
Yes.
You can't. They can't go the route that every other X movie has done, where the first movie's focus is Eric and
Yeah.
Charles.
Shouldn't be those two. Shouldn't be Wolverine. It should be
Right.
about the team.
Right.
Which is
Right.
tricky. They tried to do that with the Eternals, and when you try and force that many characters into a story like that, it becomes wobbly.
But it's the
these are
X.
more established characters.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would be very, because the world has already seen him. They've already seen him as a megomaniacal fucking killing machine. Do this different version of him. Do the even more extreme version of Magneto, where all he cares about is the strongest. Survival of the fittest.
Yeah.
Like, nut up or shut up. That's the core of who Apocalypse is. If you can beat my ass 1-to-1, I respect you. You deserve to hold my chain. I'll fucking follow you anywhere if you can really top me.
Yeah, they have to do these X movies without touching any of the shit they've already done.
I think you go either Sinister, something different.
I don't think Sinister works because of X-Men 97.
They're knocking it out of the park with that.
He hasn't been the focus they kind of said he was going to be. He's been important to the story, but he hasn't been the linchpin. So they could use him and do something different with him. Make him a bit more flamboyant.
I would respect... Oh, God, I love that.
Because he hasn't been on the show yet.
No. I would respect them if they just drop us in the middle of the whole fucking Krakoa thing.
I've said it, like, yeah, they're established.
And then you get flashbacks. You get flashbacks of what, like, of shit they've already been through.
Yeah. It could play a lot like Eternals, but if you do it right, with established characters, it could flow better.
Yeah.
Kyle, I have a question. Sigourney Weaver is going to play a character in Star Wars. I said she should play She-3PO.
Yeah.
It's good, right?
What?
It's good. You like it?
Yeah.
Thank you. Go ahead, guys.
Why would anybody not like that?
Mike and Justin will be in curmudgeons, and Joe has not moved his hand off his face for the past 2 hours.
It goes right back there every time.
It does. I know. It's just a habit.
Okay, I think that's a good transition spot to bring up the next casting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They were thrown around a while back that because they're making a Spider-Man Noir Amazon series, maybe Nicolas Cage will play him. No longer a question. That shit's happening. Nicolas Cage is going to be a live-action version of Spider-Man Noir.
Sweet. Is it going to be, like, actual live action, or, like...
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Isn't it, like, 60?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's beast mode. Like, he does stay in shape.
Here's my thing.
I mean, I guess Spider-Man, you can fudge it. He just has to exist. Spider-Man.
You think they're gonna go black suit for that show?
Or it's gonna be
You guys missed me, right?
yeah. It's gonna be filmed like
had enough of any of that.
right?
Just like, here's the thing. Why hasn't Disney just offered, like, the bill for Spider-Man? Just so this kind of shit can stop happening.
I know how much, like, Sony. There's got to be a number that Sony has in mind to sell Spider-Man to Disney. There has to be some number.
I don't think it's the number you're thinking. I think it's got to be negatives, and they're getting there. Because Morbius didn't work out for him. Madam Web didn't work out for him. Craven, that doesn't look good.
Probably is not going to work out for him.
They're having all these failures. Eventually, they're just going to go, like, you know what? We can't keep dumping money. All we've got is fucking Spider-Verse that's working for us, and that's not enough. Spider-Verse and whenever Marvel gets involved.
And their cut of the Spider-Man.
Yeah. Venom has kind of worked, but that's diminishing returns.
It's not that it's kind of worked. It's worked.
Financially, yes.
Yeah. It's just... I'm tired. I'm tired of this. Just fucking stop.
Can't stop the money machine.
It's not a money machine. That's the fucking problem. That's the fucking
sometimes
problem.
it is. Like you said, Venom worked out.
Yeah.
We're only getting one more Venom movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, because even fucking Hardy's like, I know when my welcome is worn out.
Hey, don't stay in the pool too long, or you'll end up pissing in it. Last three I have. I don't know if anybody has any more after this. Handful of announcements regarding Fantastic Four. Last week there was one we totally forgot about. Paul Walter Hauser, the dude who played Stingray in Cobra Kai, and he played Richard Jewell in that Clint Eastwood movie. He's that heavy dude.
Did we
The
forget?
dude with the...
No, I know
with
who
the
he
ring.
is. I know.
Yeah.
Did we forget to talk about him?
We totally forgot this last week.
Did we?
Yeah. I noticed afterwards that we didn't mention it. He and John Malkovich are going to be playing unnamed characters. Walter Hauser has admitted it's an established character. It's a very specific established character, which is why I'm thinking. We talked about it beforehand in the feed, and someone threw out Herbie. I think it's going to be Herbie. Because I think Malkovich is going to be Mole Man. They're not going to go for the whole pudgy creep underground. They're going to go for the skinny creep underground. But more importantly than anything else, we know who Galactus is going to be. And for the first time in a long time, when an announcement was made, I almost John Bender threw my hand up in the fucking sky. You may not know the name, but Ralph Ineson is fucking perfect for Galactus. If you've seen The Vivitch, he was the dad in The Vivitch.
He's also
The
the
dude-
D-baggy boyfriend in
Ready Player
Ready
One.
Player One.
Yeah. The dude can't not have bass in his voice. And he's a really good actor. This is going to fucking be beauteous.
Did you guys see The Witch?
Yeah, a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta watch it again. I didn't understand it, like what they were saying mostly.
I get that. I feel like all of his movies are very verbally specific, and you gotta be paying attention every fucking second. I'm always like, not a step behind, but I'm always just struggling to keep up with what they're saying, and barely doing it.
Yeah.
Because, like, that one, it takes a second, but, like, all right, I get what they're saying now. It's very old, very, like, 1600s, very stylized wording. But, like, I get what they're getting for. Again, all right. Then I just watched the Lighthouse the other day, which is more piratey talk.
Gar.
It's only, like, two people talking in the whole fucking movie. And one of them's Willem Dafoe doing his Captain Hook impersonation.
Gar, Peter.
The other one's Shovelface doing a Boston accent.
Well, about doing that about Boston accent over there without. That's
God,
the witch.
Steve.
That's the witch sounds like. I don't know what the fuck they're saying.
They'th thou'th thou out, that when I do thus then.
Follow that sister out in by
Yeah,
Yeah.
tricky. You could throw fucking subtitles on, you still wouldn't get it.
Yeah.
And then there's the Norseman. The Norseman's actually kind of easier to follow, but still tricky as fuck. Anyway, Ralph Ineson, gonna be Galactus. I love it.
Ooh. I was really hoping John Cena would get the role.
No, because then it'll be like the last time. I want to see him.
I don't want to see a cloud.
Oh.
Got it? Everyone got that, right?
It's good.
That's C-3PO, but a little more.
It's a little more class.
A lot of setups today. C-3PO is probably number one, but
Kyle, you would have thoroughly enjoyed the Tinfoil Hat Society tonight, because Joe was the sassiest little bitch I've ever seen him.
oh my god, dude.
He was the anti-Vinny.
So,
Joe put on his press-on nails.
first 10 minutes.
Hospice me.
Dude, he
At
went.
least-
Yeah, not to spoil, and people out there will listen to the episode, but yeah, you came out with that number one topic, and I'm
Vinny?
like, yeah, now.
Vinny starts strong, and Joe was just like, I'm not having it.
Well, they do stuff like, they'll say things like, oh, people have debunked it, and experts, and dirt. Hey. People are just trying to suck off the tea to Hollywood. Of course they debunk it.
What happened was you threw out a
What
topic,
happened was-
and Joe said, "Who's your favorite GI Joe?" Mine is Roadblock.
Yep. But mine's helicopter, so I win. Flew right over him.
Quick Kick or Jinx.
Shore leave.
Guy Pilot.
Anyway.
That's all the casting I have.
Yeah.
I got one last one. It's a returning cast, actually. For the upcoming audiobook release of the Harry Potter series, they're bringing back the entire live-action movie cast.
Even Daniel?
They are bringing back the entire live-action movie cast, sir.
I thought Daniel said he wasn't coming back.
Well, not the entire cast, Justin.
Oh,
There's 3 of them that ain't coming back.
What
Fair.
a fool.
Mm-hmm.
What a fool you look like right now in front of everybody.
All right.
I won't acknowledge it any further.
Yep.
And they're all 3 pretty important characters.
Yeah, pretty important.
I wonder who they're going to replace them with.
Did Gambon pass away too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they don't have a Dumbledore on deck.
Or a Snape or a Hagrid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit. It's weird to me.
Mike.
Like, they're going to have the kids come back as adults to do the audiobook?
I'm gonna assume here, like most audiobooks, is that they're going to take turns reading chapters. Not
Oh, they're not playing character. It's not like an
Right.
audio play.
Like-
They're going,
Will Wheaton, who reads the Ready Player 1 and 2 audiobooks.
okay.
Like, so it'll just be hand off to chapters. So
That would be nice.
yeah.
That's good.
Cool.
It's not
That's
great.
where you stunk.
Well, yeah,
That solves a
they
problem,
can't bring
too.
them guys back to play 11-year-old versions of themselves.
No, they
Sure they
should.
can.
It's
Daniel
gonna
Radcliffe's
it's gonna
still
come
6'11".
it's gonna come across like She-3PO. Okay?
See, it's contagious, right?
No.
Feels good, huh?
That was herpes. This means a good thing.
I think we know though that like there's certain people that even if they had to come back to voice the kids, like Tom Felton would do it.
Sure.
Yeah.
I feel like he could get his voice back down there.
Maybe.
R2-She2? You like that one?
Well, you can't do the same joke. It would be have to be R2 He 2.
Well, I think that was...
No, he did the same joke and it got a laugh from everybody.
Gotta chuckle.
So,
I know
Exactly,
it got
gotta
the laugh.
chuckle.
It got the laugh.
What about R2 Me Too?
Ooh.
All right, Joe.
Ooh, Joe.
I'm fucking I'm done with you.
Dude, mark the date on your calendars, folks. Joe is on fucking fire. If next week he's not like this,
fucking
remember, this is the date you get once a year. Is it a full moon?
It's fucking tastic.
Did you just drink some Prime? Like, what happened? Did she
Give
fucking
this energy to Justin. I'm your biggest fan. And I get... It's like you just go to the beauty shop, you come back with a perm, and you think that you're going to tell me something.
But he did for 2 shows now.
Unreal.
I fucking love it.
Okay. That's casting.
Yep.
Trailers. There's going to be a season 2 of Rings of Power. Who actually wants to talk about it?
I liked season 1.
How would you like about it?
Entertaining. I like the fact that this whole era of the Second Age hasn't really been touched on, so they're just kind of filling in the gaps, and it's cool to see.
Kind of making shit up as they go.
Yeah.
When
They
you
have
say
free
filling
reign.
in gaps, do you
The
mean...
First Age and the Third Age.
He's going to say nerd. He's going to throw the word nerd out
If
there.
there's-
We know it well enough now.
If there's anything in this world that can bring Vinny and I together in our sheer hatred of things, it's this fucking show.
One Ring.
Yeah. To bind us.
But wait, do you get any enjoyment out of the movies? Like the first 3. Let's not even fucking talk about The Hobbit.
Dude,
Did you
yeah.
enjoy the Lord of the Rings?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I sort of. I mean, I liked them later on. I remember the second one. I walked out of the theater.
Listen, it's
walked out of the
they're,
second one?
Second Lord of the Rings or the second Hobbit?
Second Lord of the Rings.
they're fucking
Why?
long. They're long, bro.
The tree started walking. My friend and I looked at each other. I swear to God, this is before Clerks 2. And my friend goes, "This is fucking dumb. Let's go." And I was like, "Yeah."
It's long. They're long movies.
I was like, "Dude, we spend money to watch these. I don't have any more money." He's like, "Bro, there's another 2 hours. The tree started walking."
Every now and then, I'll sit and watch the extended editions.
I do
Oh my
forget,
God.
you were a teenager when that came out, so there's a difference.
Yeah.
Ugh.
You're either all in, or it's like, I don't know, I didn't go see Lord of the Rings. Fuck you.
You're either like the trees are walking, fuck this, or you're like, Vin, they're not trees, they're Ents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
There's like
technically they're not.
the two kinds of people who watch the movies.
Listen,
These are the tree herders. They're the ones who are, protecting the trees. This is more important than you're letting on. I think you're really undercutting this quite a bit.
Thank you for finishing the thought for me.
Thank you. You're
I
welcome.
love the Lord of the Rings movies. I hate the Hobbit movies. And Jesus Christ, did they keep that train a rolling with the fucking rings of whatever the fuck?
I like the first Hobbit movie.
I can't.
Even then, I wasn't. That put me off the whole thing. There's
Well-
they spend a half an hour in Bag End, and it's like, when is this gonna Bag End?
When they
When are they gonna
fucking
leave?
when they're sitting there singing "Whistle While You Jerk," and you're like, "This is 40 fucking minutes worth of this goddamn movie."
The juggling plates thing was
Oh,
mine.
fuck
The trees
you.
are walking.
Yeah.
You fucking kidding me? I didn't see it in theater.
I mean, but you read the book, though, right?
I actually
Yeah.
couldn't get through the book.
I read the
don't
book.
like Tolkien's.
And
Well, I mean, it was like kind of a weird way to do it, but the whole thing is they show up and fuck up his house.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's fucked up.
But
Yeah.
it's like 3 pages.
yeah, it's
Listen,
all of
man.
it's all of like 8.5 fucking paragraphs, Kyle. Not
Like-
20 minutes.
Dude, the third movie
Listen.
is 1 paragraph.
It's not up to you to determine if every paragraph of that book doesn't deserve its own 5 minutes, okay?
The third movie got almost 3 hours for a
Peter
paragraph.
Jackson decides if every chapter gets its own movie. Remember that. This is going to come up later too. There's more
hated
news.
the Hobbit movies.
Yeah.
There's more
I
news
love Lord
involving
of the
Lord of the Rings.
I'll tell you what, if they remake Lord of the Rings and they make Zack Snyder direct it, I'll consider seeing it.
They make Zack Snyder direct it. It would be all Gollum from start to fucking finish.
Yeah.
Well, I think they're making a movie about him.
Damn it! I'm trying to save this.
Sorry.
What did you say?
Well,
Precious?
What's it called? You gotta hear
Precious.
two negatives equal a positive. Shit movie with a shit director. Might be good.
It might be The Room.
All right.
Oh, hi, Kyle.
Anyway,
Good job.
Rings of Power.
I did not make that movie. I did not.
I did.
Rings of Power. What's good to do next? I wasn't too impressed by Exploding Kittens.
What?
The game's fun, but the premise that they threw, God is that the backstory of the game is God's a cat?
No.
Was that the gimmick?
Well, they have a devil cat and a god cat.
Okay, but that's the whole thing around the show.
Yeah, I mean, you
And,
weren't going to be able to pull a show premise out of just the card game.
You could have something where it's not about one specific cat and it's just them interacting in an odd way. Kind of an anthology deal. That there's different ways you could do it, but there's a god cat and a devil cat, and it's them fighting. The whole idea that the bureaucracy in heaven kicked God out.
Yeah.
Huh?
I'm all about this. I can't wait. I can't wait to fucking binge this thing.
As an atheist, I'm like, what?
And the
Is that
fact
the rules?
and the fact that Lucifer is voicing God.
Oh, that's that dude.
Yeah.
I couldn't pick him out of a crowd.
Yeah, it's great.
Oh, because he's using his British voice. I'm not used to his British voice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not impressed. I don't know. And you know what? I'm not going to be able to watch it because
It's on Netflix.
Megalopolis. Francis Ford Coppola decided to direct a movie again.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but is this not an adaptation of a manga?
You'd know better than I would. Do you have a confirmation on this?
I'm double checking.
From what I saw, could easily be inspired from something over there.
Conceived the idea back in 77 and started developing this in 83.
Yeah, it's even got the name American Zoetrope attached to it. And that shit, I think they're just now reusing that name. They've made like 2 movies with Zoetrope. THX 1138 killed that name.
Yeah, it did. He is...
Because there is an anime.
He's inspired by Metropolis, the Fritz Lang movie. Is his big inspiration for this.
You can see a lot of that in there. Because I remember hearing they were remaking Metropolis. And when you dropped this trailer, I'm like, wait, is this that there? It's stylish. It's big. It's got a hell of a cast. Shia LaBeouf is working again.
Yeah.
Giancarlo's rocking it. Adam Driver's running this show. Hell, Aubrey Plaza's in there. Fishburne narrated the whole fucking thing. Ooh, James Remar. If you don't remember who James Remar is, he was the second Raiden. He was the Raiden in the bad Mortal Kombat movie.
We don't talk about that movie.
Really don't. Dustin Hoffman.
Yeah.
John Voight. Schwartzman. Whoa, Talia Shire rocking. D.B. Sweeney. Balthazar Getty. And I think that's the only real names I know. It looks huge.
You know, he's got to have a freaking Corleone in the movie.
Yeah, he absolutely... Nepotism will never die.
Mm-hmm.
Last trailer this week, I believe.
Yeah.
It's for a documentary that... I watched the video this morning whilst in the van, and I get so emotional hearing that fucking song. I almost started crying next to my coworker.
Butterfly in the sky.
Dude, like, just everything about that show was just so positive.
Yeah.
Take a look. It's in a book. Reading Rainbow.
Reading Rainbow documentary. Even if it's done poorly, I'll watch it. I doubt it is.
Fucking love me some Reading Rainbow.
Whoa! Show.
But you don't have to take my word for it.
Ooh, fucking Joe, what's going on today? Is she blowing you right now? Is that why you're in such a good mood?
Well done, Joseph.
Ooh. So yeah, and it's not even like the whole song. All I need to hear is those synth notes in the beginning. I'm gonna put it on after this and cry myself to sleep when I jerk off. I'm gonna. Looks adorable though. Makes me happy.
Oh god.
Some reviews.
Yep. Got
I'll
some
get out of the
those.
way. I watched The Simpsons May the 12th short.
Me too.
It's cute.
Me too.
It's cute.
Yeah.
The fucking
Yeah.
ending had us laughing pretty hard though.
The stepmother protest was great.
With Stewie.
Yeah.
That was
That shit is
great.
funny.
Cheap jokes, kid.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There was some stuff. There was one gag in the very beginning that I straight up belly laughed. I don't remember what it was, but they really did some great shit early on. And
Yeah.
it's kind of silly. It's only 4 minutes long, so yeah, if you already paid for Disney Plus, why wouldn't you?
It's fun little gags. Did you catch the Bluey and Bingo cameo
Yeah.
with the 101 Dalmatians?
Yeah.
That was great.
So I don't care what anyone says. Simpsons, they still know how to do fun stuff.
They pulled Jim Cummings in there
Yeah.
for the cast. I had to go back and I had to see who actually was in this. And yeah, good for them.
Yeah, that one was adorable. Did some other Disney Plus. This actually, all my reviews are Disney Plus related this week. Starting to realize that because I, as well as Joe, watched the 2 new episodes of Doctor Who.
Yes.
Space Babies is about
Babies.
what it sounds like. Like I thought it was
Sweet.
just going to be about a space station where babies are grown, and it's going to be some kind of dark, twisted thing. Like there's some scary part to it. Like there's a monster, but it's baby geniuses.
Mm-hmm. But it works.
And dude, I don't know what's wrong with me lately, but they were so fucking cute. The concept of them was so adorable, and they were so innocent. I started to tear up in the beginning.
When Mishuti's doctor started talking to the captain about how unique
Yeah,
everybody, that was so heartfelt. It felt so,
I love this dude's energy.
I do too.
Yeah,
He's like the happy doctor. The ending's a bit odd. I don't know if I loved it because it's the whole point of the thing is like they're trying to get away from the monster, and they kind of change their view on the monster in an odd way that kind of works. But like
He doctors it.
he does doctor it. It is all about saving with him, so it works well enough. Now the second one plays off of the episode where PT's version of the Doctor premiered because
Yeah, the giggle.
the new big bads of this season, and they might be the new Daleks and the new Cybermen going forward. There's a pantheon of abstracts, it would seem, that represent notions in existence. Like NPH's The Toy Maker represents the concept of play, of games. They introduced the Maestro. At first I thought it was all the Masters coming back, but no. This is something completely fucking different. The abstract that represents music.
I love how over the top that character was.
Yeah. This is a very scary idea that they're introducing gods, essentially, into Doctor Who. And he's afraid. What kind of...
they're bluey fruit snacks.
You feel guilty eating the dogs?
No, actually, they're not the dogs. That's their car,
Okay.
and this is Hecuba.
Okay.
Is that the annoying little thing?
No, that's one of the garden gnomes.
Oh, okay. I feel a little guilty about eating one of the garden gnomes. Not that much, though. So, yeah, kind of horror-y, this episode, because it's rare you actually see the Doctor scared, deeply scared of something, shitting his pants and running away. But it plays off of that old... Well, they're building up this Ruby character to be something as special, or if not more special, than Amy Pond or Rose ever was.
They did a great job setting up the Doctor's backstory very quickly in that episode when he went back to 63. Saying,
Oh yeah, they actually touch on the first Doctor's life.
Yeah.
A little bit, the first generation. So you don't always do I'm existing here and now. I can't go mess with myself because it can fuck everything up. But I'm here now too, over there.
with my granddaughter. There's something I do feel this doesn't spoil anything. This is just a complete theory that Ruby is Susan's daughter.
Could be like she's timey-wimey
Yes.
in a way.
Yes.
In
That's
her own
something
special
like
way.
that.
She's part Time Lord, which would be pretty great. And I'll give one thing away for you, Justin. There's a dance number.
Yes.
You'll get into it.
There's also the resolution is kind of a deep cut for Beatle fans.
Oh yeah, Joe. As I'm watching it, I'm like, oh, Joe's dick is so hard at this point.
The way it ended.
Mm-hmm. They set it up a few times. The genius that he's a genius, which is kind of like they're dismissing the Doctor's not a genius, but no, he's not a musical genius,
Right.
and that's what it's going to take to win the day.
That part. I'm like, oh, that was that.
Yeah. When's the next one coming out, Joe?
Friday.
This Friday. Okay, so they are dropping them weekly.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
This one's supposed to be Gary. This is a Moffat one.
Okay. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm really happy with what they got going on there. Now, can we, as a group, say we've all watched the most recent episode of
Hold
X-Men
on.
97?
Because I got a movie review.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, I do too.
Me agree.
I watched The Idea of You on Amazon Prime. It is the new Anne Hathaway movie in which she plays a 40-year-old woman who falls for a 25-year-old boy band member. And is actually pretty touching. And it points out the whole, if the genders were reversed, the world would be okay with it. But because she is an older woman and he is a younger man, shit hits the fan.
It's like the notion being that if it was an older guy into a younger chick, there wouldn't be a problem with it.
That it's okay. That it's just, that's how the world is, and that's things that we've grown accustomed to.
I think most people think that's pretty creepy, but we accept it because usually guys are rich
Right.
and get that. It seems pretty rare that a woman in her 40s, even if it's early 40s, would be all into a young guy like that. Usually,
They set up
at that point in life,
whole reasons why in this
Yeah.
story, and it wasn't bad. It just, it lacked, I don't want to say substance because it had plenty of it. I don't know. It just felt like it was missing something. Also, as big of a fan of music that I am, I didn't need it in this movie, and there's like 2 or 3 boy band performances that, like, you're like, okay, cool. This is going to be like 20 seconds. And then it turns into 20 minutes of elves throwing plates at each other. And then
Are they evil elves?
you're like, why was this 6.5 fucking minutes long?
Why you gotta make me do this? Why you gotta make me do this? The
'Cause-
dwarves, you dumb fuck.
There we go. She goes, well, you looked like you were falling asleep, so I needed to make sure you...
I was falling asleep earlier when my hand was like this, and my eyes were both closed.
Why
I
you
was
so
concerned.
Why you so sweeties? You okay?
Because I haven't been sleeping at nighttime when I should be sleeping.
Oh. Insomnious?
Sometimes insomnia, sometimes, somebody puts something in my fucking sink, and it clogs it,
That happened the other day.
and it takes me like an hour to figure out what the problem is.
We were up late talking about that, huh?
Yeah.
I was going to say you got to back off the caffeine, but that doesn't fix that problem.
Oh man, I used to be like a 2-cup a day person. I've been pretty consistently 1 cup a day now. It's a big cup, but
Early in the day?
yeah, like usually I start my day with it. Like I drink it like on the way to work and when I first get to work.
I believe, yes, it was Sunday night. Sunday night, I texted Kyle about being excited of figuring out a really fun way.
Oh, we're gonna do this now. I was gonna tell this story at the end of the show, but okay.
Really fun way of swapping the XP for the D&D game. And he goes,
Yeah, because this is what Justin does. He acts like it's like nothing, and then he'll randomly text me individually and wonder why I'm the most fired up person about everything.
no, I know exactly why it happens.
Yeah.
So we have a back and forth about that, and then there's like some time fades, and all of a sudden, it's literally 10:56, and Kyle texts me back. I think my garbage disposal broke, and I've been trying to fix it for 45 minutes. I was like, it's all good. What's up with the disposal? So we go back and forth trying to figure out what's going on. And all of a sudden, he shoots me a fucking picture of what looks like a mermaid bottom half that he had pulled from the depths of the disposal, which in fact happened to be the corner of a meat tray. Like the things that like meat
God.
sits in.
Yeah, it's like the edge of the plastic that you cut off when you take the meat out. It was that. It was a black strip of plastic. And I just want to let you know, so like if these are the blades, like if my fingers are the blades, and this is the area where like you can normally get shit out, right? It was on the edge of it. It was sticking out about that much. I don't know if you can see that. But that's kind of my point. It's like I had to wait for every drop of water to drain out of it to even be able to feel that sticking out of the edge. And then I had to sit there and slowly work it out with tongs and my fingers to pull out something that was, no lie, as long as this envelope.
So I'm just describing, like, for people audio listening to this. Like,
Opposed to visual listening.
Yeah, you literally had just a tiny sliver sticking up.
Couldn't even be measured in half of inches.
No.
Yeah.
Right.
Microns.
So this conversation edited at 11:45.
And I pulled out what was probably like a 7-inch long piece of plastic.
Oh my god.
Fucking long.
That's awful.
So it was like all the way down the drain.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah.
Is that the
I
wifey?
was like, what?
Is that the wifey who did that?
Oh, yeah.
Sure shit
Yeah.
wasn't Kyle.
So she goes through. She's like, because she was putting Emery to sleep while this was happening, and she's like texting me, and she's like, oh yeah, like I found out like, oh, all the stuff that we didn't know you're not supposed to put down there, like you're not supposed to put in the disposal, and like there's stuff we obviously know, but then there's other stuff that like you see people putting in the disposal all the time, like banana peels.
Figure that.
I didn't know you're not supposed to put banana peels in a garbage disposal.
Would it gunk it up too much?
Well, that's what she was saying. She was like, you're not supposed to put coffee grinds, you're not supposed to put banana peels. There's like a couple other things.
Yeah.
Like peels from potatoes specifically. And I was just like, well, I knew a bunch of other stuff, but I didn't know those 3 things in particular. And in the past week, we have used all 3 of those things in the disposal. So I was like, oh, that's definitely, oh, eggshells was another one. And I was like, that is definitely what it is. It's definitely the combination of that. But no matter what I was doing, it wasn't getting fixed. So
I think we need to start calling you Bandit.
me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that hasn't been like a realization
Yeah.
Yeah.
just in general.
Yeah. It's becoming more obvious that
Yeah.
you really are. Your life has become your Bluey's dad.
Does that make me?
Especially days like today. Like today was literally like, I don't remember what episode it is, but like if it was just an episode of where 80% of the episode is just Bandit and Bingo, that was my day today. My day was with Sadie. I put Emery on the bus this morning. Joel's mom's in Florida, so I was just with Sadie from 8:45 when Emery got on the bus until 2:30 when I picked Emery up from school.
Does that make Mike Uncle Rad and me Uncle Stripe?
Totally Uncle Rad. Except for the way his last story ended.
Honestly, in this setup, yes, but I don't know many people that are more Uncle Stripe than Matt Norman.
Does that make me Binya?
Does. Yeah. Oh, Matt would be Uncle Stripe.
Especially because he's younger, too.
Yeah.
But in this setup, yeah, you would definitely be Stripe and Mike would definitely be Rad.
Yeah.
Even though, whatever.
That was a nice tangent. I like that.
Anyway, the idea of you.
Thank you, look, you dirty chook.
It's okay.
Who else had a review?
Me.
Go, Joe.
I would have followed the Doctor Who one. I watched the re-release of Let It Be.
Great, moving
Beatles
on.
documentary. I've actually tried watching it when I was younger, and my dad had it on video cassette, and I put it into the VCR, and I got through the first opening scene, and then the tape broke. So I've never seen it until now.
Oh, poor little
I
blue
thought you were
balls.
going to say you couldn't get into it as a kid.
No, actually, and after watching Get Back, Peter Jackson's story that he developed, this was very different. This was more based on the Beatles just in the studio, just working on songs, and then just culminates with the rooftop performance. But the angles and everything that they used were very different, and they were great. And the movie back in the day got a lot of flack for a 2-minute scene, Paul and George fighting. But overall, the tone was very happy.
So what you're saying is this was like a marketing ploy, like, oh, the Beatles are fine. There's nothing wrong here. They all still love each other.
Well, he developed that story. You know,
So this is after Paul died and they replaced him with that guy, Tim?
Wrong show, dude. Wrong show.
Nope.
You had a full hour to do that earlier.
Well, no, we weren't talking about music. Because they said the record backwards, Paul is dead. So that's how you know it's true.
Miss him. so that's the facts, Jack.
Yep, experts said it. See what I did there?
Ugh.
he says,
You know what?
Very
Then
slow.
wasn't here the first time around. I think we need to bring back a Beatles show.
Yeah.
I'm busy that day.
Can you make it for the 1910 show?
You know what? Yeah. We'll do. I'll give you guys. This will be choice day, right? 1910 show, Beatles show, or the rap show again. You guys get to pick which one you want to do.
Show.
The rap show was
What?
nice.
The rap show was good. I didn't tank that one.
What's 1910?
You didn't tank the Beatles one either. Just Mike did.
I didn't tank it. He intended
Yes, you did,
it.
Mister. I can't name 5 Beatles songs.
I really couldn't in the moment. Not off the top of my head.
Forgot about Dre. Numb.
We also did a lot more drinking back then.
Yeah, I was on a lot of stuff that night. It's not even an excuse. It's probably a fact.
What's 1910?
So you had
Full
to be there.
Yeah, the old format, we used to do shows about specific topics, like the olden days.
Hmm.
And we were like, why don't we do a show about every decade of the last century? And we put it on Kyle's shoulder to organize the 1910 show. And just didn't do it.
Never did
Oh,
it.
you guys didn't abide by the list?
We just did something else. And it was
Yeah.
like,
No.
we'll do it.
Then they cared so much that they did not even review my layout, my breakdown for the show. Like, it got to the point where I did the stuff, and we just never talked about it again.
Because like nothing important happened in the 1910s anyway. It was just like a very boring fucking time.
Nah. Titanic sank. The monster of Jekyll Island, where J.P.
All right,
Morgan.
listen.
was
The,
about to
the
get
battery
all
on
that
this thing is
design.
dying. We're
World War
already
One.
an
It's
hour
premature.
and 2 minutes in,
World War One.
and we are not even done with fucking reviews.
All right, well, I watched Iron
Well,
Claw.
I think that just means we got to cut food news. I hate to say it. It breaks my heart. But I'm doing it for the sake of your battery, Justin.
I concur.
I think
Battery
we'll have
life
enough
is important.
for food news. Anyway, you watched Ironclaw. How was it?
I did, dude. It's a good movie, but it's super emotional. I'll tell you what. The last scene, Zac Efron sitting on the lawn watching his kids play, and they're like, "Well, he's crying." And they're like, "Dad, why are you crying?" He said, "Well, I used to be a brother once."
Oh shit!
Fucking dude. And the kids were like, "We'll be your brother, Dad." I'm like, God damn it.
brother,
Your brother.
brother.
Dude, oh my God.
I can't wait. I'm looking forward to watching that.
You know anything about that tragic family? That's right in the cockles, that line.
So Morgan and her boyfriend Matt were here the other day, and they were talking about wanting to watch it. Because I guess at some point in his life, Matt, and he's not really anymore, but Matt was at one point a wrestling fan. So they were talking about how they wanted to watch it. And we were like, oh yeah, the four of us, like, we should watch it together. Or they were saying that. And I was like, but do you guys know, like, about that family? And they were like, no, but it's going to be a wrestling movie. Like, it'll be, and I was like, it's not going to be, like, fun times.
It's not no holds barred. This is not
Oh,
wrestling
no.
with my family.
No.
Well, yeah. It's a tearjerker. I almost cried for my wife like a fucking pussy.
There's nothing wrong with that. You're a modern man.
No, there's not. I looked away, though. You know what I kept doing? I kept sipping my seltzer and looking at my phone like I had something to look at.
Did you do the yawn? Did you do the...
No, I do that in scary movies.
Eat the scary movies. That's why I'm getting to emotional moment.
To break eye contact with the screen.
Yeah.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah. oh, something scary is gonna happen. Oh god. Oh, so tired.
So bored by this fear I'm having.
Oh, what? Wait, there was a jump scare? What happened? I missed it.
Oh shit! I missed it. What happened?
All right, let's get into the X-Men 97 of it all.
Yeah.
No, I haven't watched it yet, so I don't want to talk about this.
Yeah, it's gonna suck to be
I
you.
just finished episode 3 today. What is this episode 7 you guys are talking about?
Yeah.
9?
No,
9.
no.
9
Isn't
times.
there 10 episodes of
Yeah,
the season?
but we're not on 9, are we?
Yeah,
Alright.
I'm on 9.
Is it really the 9th fucking episode?
Yeah, this tomorrow is the season finale.
Uno Mas.
Yeah.
Wow, Joe had my back. Are you
Yeah.
kidding me? Look at that.
Well, I'm going to excuse myself.
You don't want to hear. You don't want to hear.
I don't.
No shit.
I don't.
want to hear.
No, yeah, you
Yeah,
don't.
you don't want. If you haven't had it spoiled, you don't want this fucking
Yeah,
spoiled.
you don't want this spoiled.
How are we going to get his attention, though? Like,
He'll come back.
okay. We'll have to do thumbs up. Okay, so the things that really stuck out for me, just like, not even cameo, but like fan service wise, they had fucking Wolverine's motorcycle sitting there from the toy line
Yeah.
at one point. The jab at the leather costumes might be one of my favorite lines
Yes.
in the show.
The
Yeah.
reverse.
Fucking reverse on that. The Storm Jean moment,
Was adorable.
that was great wordplay. Did anyone else notice the outfit that Cyclops gave to Cable?
Yeah. Where have I seen that before? Is that the Marvel Capcom suit? Yeah.
That's Cable's Marvel vs. Capcom
That's
suit.
why it looks
Yeah.
so familiar.
So fucking great that they are referencing that game all over the place in this
That's
thing.
why.
Now, okay, Sinister Cable moment, which is kind of reminiscent to what happened in Krakoa. Who knows if they're setting that up? Throw out anything else you want to before the big ending shot.
So, the tension between Charles and Scott.
It's a great back and forth moment.
Rogue straight up dropping it on fucking Charles. And then when she leaves, she puts Remy's fucking coat on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't notice at first that she was wearing it. Like, I'm like, why's she
Yeah.
wearing a jacket? Oh shit, that's Remy's. And then, like, leaving the past, leaving the only thing that could make her happy to join Magneto, which really isn't making her happy. It's her being vengeful.
Yeah. Wow.
It just.
The getting reference to blue team and gold team.
Yeah. That moment popped me hard. Dude, did you see the meme that's floating around where it's like, all right, Logan, you're going to be on blue team. Blue team's going to work out. We're going to try and take down Magneto. Shouldn't he be on gold team? And then it shows the image of him kissing Jean. No, Logan.
Yeah, that makes no sense, huh?
No, it never did, and it really doesn't play out well for them.
Forge
No,
and
it
Beast
doesn't.
nerding out together.
Oh, that was awesome.
Adorkable.
Yeah,
I like it.
Oh, this whole thing? Ah, yeah.
how is it still working? Oh, I put on a Framus on the clamper static-matic thingamabobber.
Fucking Aurora. When they're like, oh well, we can totally like make it destroy Bastion's powers and everything, and she's just like,
Yeah,
You can use the technology that was used on you, but
or not.
Not.
it's like how else? Not how else are you going to stop him? But like you're going to have to kill this guy, and you're upset that you might have to use the kind of technology. Sure, it fucked you over, but like,
She is a god.
Yeah. But,
So is Wolverine a stupid person?
foolhardy to say the least.
yeah.
Because you gotta figure either he went for a kill shot or he went for a shot that he knew would not kill him but do him, and neither worked.
It looks like he went for the kill shot.
He, no, he didn't go for the kill shot. He went to put him down, but not out.
That over time, a wound like that could easily kill
Sure.
him. He should have went for the heart. Obviously,
If he wanted to kill him, yeah.
yeah. That's
Or-
the point of the whole thing, right? Well,
or-
they can't kill him because they need him to fix things.
Right.
Which is made no sense. He should have been with him anyway, unless you want to create one of the most pivotal moments in Wolverine's history from the comics.
Bro.
I don't remember the issue that I got for James, the hologram cover. If it's that one, because if it is,
It might be.
I just handed him gold.
Yeah.
I still have my own copy from like my own fucking 35-year-old copy, but like yeah, I just gave him something beautiful. I don't even know if he read it.
I don't think he's read it yet. He definitely hasn't read it yet because that's a moment where he'd be like,
This happened? But yeah, they fucking did it. They did the Fatal Attraction moment.
Sure did.
They ripped out the adamantium. And some of the most anime-inspired moments ever in that fight scene. Yeah, they leave us with the final shot of him floating with half of it out of his body.
Yeah.
So we're going to pick up somewhere really nasty.
Yeah.
Makes me wonder if next season is going to focus, like what they did with Aurora, on him dealing with the trauma. If they're going to do any of the same stuff they did, because I obviously don't think they're going to revert him feral with the no nose thing, go down that road.
No.
But does he become a Horseman of Apocalypse? Does he have to deal with it the same way he did in the comics? Or do they just do a sped up version of it and then get it back in him somehow?
It seems like they are speeding these things up when they're hitting these major beats from the comic.
Yeah. You can't spend as much time as they did
No.
back in the day, obviously. They had to fill in years worth of issues. So they're really stretching the taffy on a lot of those stories. So yeah, now they have to truncate it, but expertly so.
Yeah.
And given we saw the Watcher, I think this is going to connect to something.
I do believe this is the setup for their new animated universe. Maybe it's a pocket universe. All shows going forward that are animated probably won't do it, but you don't show Spider-Man and not do something with that. At
Yeah.
least have him show up on that show more often.
And you've established Cap.
Yeah.
And Doom.
Yeah.
Well, most of the whatever the fuck, Masters of Evil.
Yeah. Doom, Zemo. They're smart enough to know what they've got in their hands.
Yeah.
They'll overplay it, obviously, by doing too many of these shows. But until then,
I did read there's one character that X-Men 97 can't touch.
Deadpool.
Yes.
that's smart. They've already used him in the old show.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, that was during the time before Deadpool was Deadpool.
Yeah.
At that time, he was a fairly generic mercenary. He didn't have the attitude that Joe Kelly... Is Joe Kelly or Joe Casey? And Ed McGuinness helped create. So it wouldn't make too much sense for him to turn into Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
But who knows? Maybe a season or two down the line, they'll bring him back in and make him a bit more wacky, like the one that showed up in Ultimate Spider-Man, unaliving people.
Right. News time.
News time. Okay, fair amount of speculation from the news I got. Rumor has it, Chad Stahelski of John Wick fame, who is not going to be working on John Wick anymore, hopefully, although they're talking about a fifth one, could be doing a Ghost of Tsushima movie.
Yeah, okay. That's cool.
Very cool. Edgar Wright might be directing Barbarella, which we know is starring Sydney Sweeney and her lovely, voluptuous figure.
Assets.
If anybody's going to touch on something wacky-ass like that, I think Edgar Wright could do a lot of good with it.
Yeah.
It won't be anytime soon, because both of them have a lot on their plates. He's already working on The Running Man,
Yeah.
so, and I want that shit to happen sooner rather than later. Daredevil Born Again will premiere March 2025. Ironheart sometime later in that year.
Still.
No established time on that. First episode of the Agatha series, September 18th, 2024. and they've come to the final name of the series. I think this whole time, these names they've been dropping, they never intended any of them to be the name. They were all placeholders.
2 episodes.
Yeah.
Day 1, 2 episodes.
2-episode drop on
Yeah.
the 18th. The name, did you see the little teaser thing they dropped?
Yeah,
Where it's
that-
showing all the names they've been throwing out there to people. Just kind of smart. It was pissing me off as it was happening because it's like, fucking figure it out. But yeah, to do the reveal like this, that it was going to be Agatha all along, that's kind of old school MCU advertising right there.
Yeah.
And I like it. I didn't have much faith in the show while they were dicking around with the name, but now it works out a lot better. The first real interesting Disney Plus experience on the Apple Vision Pro will be a What If VR AR experience.
That's cool.
And it's not just, you'll be able to do stuff that you saw in the VR and the What If episodes. It looks like there's some brand new shit going on because they've got young Hela, looks like Winter Soldier with a Hush mask on, totally different version of Scarlet Witch, and Carol Danvers as Nova. Experience breathtaking environments featuring new and iconic MCU locations, stunning visuals, and spatial audio. Time, space, and reality are more than a linear path. Specifically now, just for the Apple Vision Pro, cool. $3,500, cool? Yeah.
No, man.
So, hopefully it gets ported over to other stuff. My last bit of news is something that Vinny alluded to earlier. We are getting a Gollum movie. Ugh. But it's being directed by Andy Serkis. Produced by Peter Jackson. So,
It's not the only.
Huh?
It's not the only Lord of the Rings movie.
are they still doing the remaking?
They're doing the remakes, but they're also doing a War of the Rohirrim.
Isn't that the anime?
No.
They're doing a live-action War of the Rohirrim.
Yep.
Fucking milk it for all you can.
What's that?
That's the Horse Lords.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Horse Lord.
Well, you remember in the movie you left, the movie you walked out of? I don't even know if there was that little the city, or not even a city.
I've seen it since, but yeah.
The big battle at the end, the big battle of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those guys.
Yeah, the Horse Masters.
Yeah.
It's going to be a different war for them.
The big Jack Goldar looking dudes.
No, that's the bad guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know the guy who played Judge Dredd?
Yeah.
His people? Those dudes.
Well, that
Carl
sounds
Urban.
sounds about as cool as Rings of Power.
Doesn't
Sounds
it?
potentially profitable, but hey, who knows? Okay, that's the sum and total of my news this week.
All right, I don't have much left after that, so that'll be fun. The Boys has been picked up for a 5th season already.
Wow, how are they going to keep Butcher alive that long?
I don't know. I'm sure they'll find a way.
They always do.
The next bit of news I have, Disney has decided to get together with HBO Max and Hulu to create a mega bundle.
I don't fucking understand this. I really don't understand this.
Yeah.
Making a mega
weird.
bundle of streaming. And then, not to be outdone, it was announced just prior to this show that Netflix, Peacock, and Apple are forming a mega bundle themselves.
Please tell me you're fucking with me.
I'm not fucking with you at all.
Wow.
This is streaming wars happening. They're
Uh-huh.
fucking choosing
Yes.
sides. They're conglomerating. They are going to war.
But
Uh-huh.
we win in the long run because both are going to be offered at drastically lower prices than having each of them separate now.
Yes.
Start.
I don't give a fuck. If it brings down my bill for all the
Yeah,
streamers
pay
I
a
have,
lot.
because, like, every time I turn around, someone's like, guess what? I'm going up $2, and I'm like, fuck you, I'm not going to watch you anymore. And then they're like, oh, yeah? Here's 3 shows you're going to want to watch. Fuck you.
I do the year for Disney Plus. I paid. It started out like $80 for the year, and now it's up to like $140. It like doubled.
Yeah.
It's insane.
So give me the giant mega bundles, so I only need 2 of them, because those are all 6 streamers that we watch.
The grouping doesn't make much sense to me. It's been Warner versus Disney for the longest time. Sure, they had the Hulu connection, but then Disney pretty much bought out Hulu, and now they're getting back in bed together.
Yeah. And then on the opposite side is the Comcast conglomerate.
Yes.
Because Peacock, you have Flix, and then there's Apple.
That's weird. Apple is a weird one because
Okay.
Apple's usually
Yeah, but you know what?
solo.
Apple knows what they are. And that is, people don't watch us because we charge $10 a month and we only have 2 good shows. 3 maybe.
One of them, the second season won't be out for a while.
Yeah. So bring on the mega bundles, I say.
And here's Amazon sitting over there just waiting, watching in the darkness.
See who comes out on top.
Because-
we want to join
Well,
you.
Amazon doesn't need it. Amazon doesn't have to join anybody. They make a living off their series.
Prime is actually a write-off for them in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
They make so much money with their shipping that it's just like, all right, let's make a production company. Let's have this streaming service. See if we make money off of it. If not, we can just fucking tax time. It's bonus.
They don't have like hit after hit, but they knocked it out of the fucking park, snagging the rights to the boys, and then
Fallout.
and then getting Invincible and Fallout.
Mm-hmm.
Wheel of Time does well for them. I just couldn't get into it. Amazon's got a lot.
Oh, yeah. There are people I hear who liked Rings of Power.
Yeah.
I did.
And
That's where I heard it.
that's it for my news. So,
Wait. Before you start, something dropped while we were doing the show.
but
The second movie of the relaunched DCU, Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, officially has a release date. June 26, 2026.
Wow, that's far out.
Yeah.
62626.
62626. Yep.
Marvel crossover.
Ooh. No. Is there like an issue 626 or something like that? Like any...
I think you're reading in too deep. I think they just saw a good, anagram, not an anagram, what is that? Palindrome?
Palindromes. Yeah.
Yeah. They just jumped on it.
All right, food news time. Captain Crunch, red, white, and blue crunch. Star-shaped, patriotic cereal.
Oh my god, really?
Hitting stores now.
What stores?
All the
I
stores.
gotta find it. I need it.
It's at the Walmarts, the Targets.
Before we move on with food news completely, the Sour Patch Kids Oreos are out.
Yes,
I
they
don't know
are.
if you've seen them in the store.
Yeah.
Do you see how fucking small that package is?
Well, all the special packages, all
Are
the
they?
limited editions are that small.
It's like that big.
Yeah, they're small, all of them. That fucking nasty churro one, same size. But there's
Like
a reason for
5
that.
cookies.
Because they know that they suck ass. So people are just going to be like, I'll try one. Yep, one was good.
Yeah, and it's like $5 too.
Yeah.
Absurd.
Corn nuts, loaded taco flavor. Because corn nuts want to be relevant again.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, I like this new gimmick from Kyle.
Wait, where can we get those ones?
At a truck stop near you.
I hope he keeps it up.
I don't have any truck stops. by
Well,
me.
Kyle, that's upsetting. I'm sure there's a super Wawa. Or just a regular Wawa. They have corn nuts as well.
Now you have the Super Wawa, but you're gonna have to get them for me.
Maybe
can't
I'll pick
travel
them
that
up
far.
for you. And over at Costco, you can get a Baja Mountain Dew double pack, Baja Punch,
Double pack?
Baja Punch, and Baja Laguna Lemonade, motherfucker.
Wait. Is Laguna Lemonade a whole new flavor, or is it just one I've never heard of before?
It's a whole new flavor.
Oh, no way!
Yes, sir.
Which one of them's gonna break?
Wait. It's Costco exclusive?
Yes.
Uh-huh. I don't have a membership.
I am a Costco member.
Oh, so you can get that one for me, too!
I can.
This might be the
Now,
best
Kyle-
show we've ever done.
Kyle.
I don't know. Best night ever.
I know you are a huge pizza roll fan.
Are you talking to me?
Yes, I said Kyle.
Oh, I didn't hear you over the sound of Mike praising me.
Okay. So you're a big pizza roll fan, yeah?
Yeah?
Huge fan of breakfast, right?
Pretty big, yeah.
Fucking Totino's has heard your call, and they're answering, sir. Totino's breakfast rolls in stores at the end of May.
Ooh, perfect. Just in time for my birthday. Wait, what's in the breakfast roll, though?
Okay, they have 3 different flavors.
Of course they do.
I'm going to work up from this okay with Kyle to they literally answered your call, okay?
I want to know if you get this in the right order.
Okay. Sausage, egg, and cheese.
Okay.
Pork shoulder, bacon, and cheese. And last,
How do you top that?
strap your... We'll get the fucking case of Mountain Dew for you on this one. Cheesy chorizo scramble.
Totino's is available everywhere?
Yeah. Gonna have to get all over that shit.
So, like Target?
Yeah.
Walmart?
Walmart.
So, like Aldi?
Wegmans. Probably
ShopRite?
not. Probably not Aldi.
Well, then not everywhere.
Well, like
7-Eleven?
real stores. Even 7-Eleven. probably
Aldi's a
carry
real store.
Aldi's.
I haven't died from any of the food I got there yet. Yeah.
Real posh store.
I love Aldi.
Why
got-
don't you marry it?
3 new Pringles flavors coming.
I will.
Pringles Minecraft Spicy TNT.
Fuck yourself. I'm sorry. I cut in, Kyle. This is your gimmick.
I hope this is themed.
Pringles All Dressed. It's not themed.
Very
And
nice.
That's disappointing.
and Pringles Carnitas Taco.
Wow. And Pringles is a ShopRite exclusive, right?
No, sir. Pringles is available nationwide.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who doesn't love a good Oscar Mayer wiener?
Me?
Well,
You know I do.
Kyle,
Both Glizzies now.
Hey, Justin.
I don't abide by that stupid name.
Glizzies?
Yeah, it's fucking dumb.
Why? Is it because you're a Glizzy Goblin and it's like you don't say your own name?
What is it even? What's it fucking mean? What is it?
Glizzy is
Yeah.
a hot dog.
No. I know what they're using the name for, but like, what's the relevancy of the name Glizzy to hot dog?
Because
Nothing. It's just stupid words, like every other stupid word this generation comes out with, like Riz.
I don't know how I've never heard of this before.
why you in the cap
See, and that shit. Now,
about the fire
Now-
Glizzy train?
now, fuck you and listen. Oscar
Yeah.
Mayer is dropping.
100.
Oscar Mayer's dropping stuffed hot dogs, cheese,
Oh, I saw this.
chili cheese, and jalapeno cheddar. Shocking. Available everywhere,
Thank you.
all summer
Yeah.
long.
You shouldn't have to ask that, but
All
you
summer long. And the Glizzy version?
Eat my ass.
Seriously, where the fuck does that phrase come from?
Would rather not. I don't know. I just never heard of it before right now.
Me too.
Oh, I hear
haven't
I hear it all the
Got
fucking time,
Rizzies, not
and it's
saying
dumb.
It's not spring lit.
Dumb.
There's literally no G, L, I, or Z.
Yeah, it's
Well, why?
it's pretty much worse than fridge to refrigerator.
Yeah.
Mm.
Waterloo sparkling water has mocktail flavored sparkling waters coming out. All day rosé, mojito mocktail, and Pinot Colada.
Oh, that one hurts.
What's it called?
Waterloo.
Oh, Waterloo's not too bad. I don't know about these flavors, but it's not too bad. And Waterloo, I believe, is also available at Target.
It is available at Target. And
Yeah.
so
Pathmark?
is Twisted Lime Doritos.
Food Town?
Damn it.
Oh, who's down? A&P. Yeah,
Ooh.
Joe. Yes.
How did that go?
Don't make it super fresh.
What is going on tonight?
Deep pull.
Hey, you know what? I think it's the solar flares.
Could be. Takis is another flavor coming. Kaboom. Ketchup sriracha flavored Takis.
Ew. Yeah.
I mean,
It's not. It is.
I don't know. Do I have to keep asking, or?
Well, I mean, it's available at convenience stores near you.
Okay.
First, with
So
a,
like 7-Eleven.
with the first, it's going to launch first in Canada because ketchup
Krausers?
flavored.
Cheap?
Krausers. Circle K.
AM PM. Ooh, Circle K.
Strawberry vanilla Chex. Hitting store shelves at Sam's Club exclusive this
Seriously?
summer. Yeah.
Okay. The whole gag's been going. I wasn't sure if you were building off of it.
No, legit.
Okay.
It is kind of weird that we got a Costco exclusive and a Sam's Club exclusive. I can't wait to hear what BJ's got.
Sloppy.
I'm surprised they didn't have the Oscar Mayer glizzies.
I mean,
Stop it.
having your wieners at BJ's?
And the last food news item here, going to be available at the Walmarts. Snickers and Milky Way pudding mix. We might have to revisit the fucking pudding pops with some fucking Snickers and Milky Way pudding.
So this is a Walmart exclusive.
Walmart exclusive, sir.
That doesn't even make any sense. They got to broaden their horizons.
Listen, everybody.
You don't even need a Walmart membership.
No, you don't. That's what's good about Walmart. They're there for you.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the few things that's good about Walmart. Anyway, I don't understand why they would limit themselves to just Walmart. Doesn't make sense.
Well, a lot of people do. You can't get Starburst Jello at any other store except for Walmart.
So it's just the
Here
Jello
was the thing.
Corporation?
We've made no. Starburst itself has made Jello. We've made Jello shots at the house with them before.
Didn't remember that.
Yep.
I had too much sugar in my life. Too many sugary things.
And
I'm forgetting them.
alcohol sugars. I have 3 douche of the weeks.
Is one of them you?
No. No.
I have one. Whoever the fuck it was that punched Steve Buscemi on Wednesday.
Oh, I didn't hear about that. That's sad.
Buscemi.
I
Probably
believe he was
some
walking-
asshole that says glizzy.
I think that's what he yelled as he punched him. He's walking down Midtown in a random act of violence. Who the fuck punches Steve Buscemi?
Fuck that guy.
He does kind of look like a regular
It's,
guy.
it's probably
Get out
Ro-
of here.
it's probably Rob Schneider.
Get out of the city.
I'm Schneider.
Dirty Derp Rob Schneider was pissed at Steve Buscemi. One of them keeps showing up in Adam Sandler movies and the other one doesn't.
All right, here we go. Douche number 1, Johnny McGinty, senior advisor to Project 2025 and Trump's director of the Office of Personal Management, says he likes to distribute fake money to homeless people so that they will be arrested when they spend it.
That might be the douchiest thing I've ever heard.
That's so fucked up.
So fucked up.
Who does this?
Johnny McGinty, a Trump advisor.
Well,
He deserves to die of gonorrhea and rot in hell.
you gotta think though, some homeless people actually like going to jail, especially in the winter, certain areas, because, well, A, they get medical benefits, and B,
Just a second.
it's better than being outside.
It's twisted logic, and it's easier than them assaulting someone to get there.
So in his mind, he might be like, I'm doing the Lord's work. Spend this, you go to jail, you'll be fine. It's a white-collar crime. You'll be up in no time.
Is it a white-collar crime if you don't have shoes?
I think counterfeiting money, is.
I'm pretty sure the Secret Service is involved in that. I don't think they do anything white collar.
Also,
I'm still of the opinion that you get charged based on what you look like and what your lot in life is.
if
Yeah, you can't do a white collar crime if you don't actually have a collar.
if they're only spending the money that was given to them, wouldn't that make McGinty the one
He's admitting to having counterfeit
creating
money.
counterfeit money?
Yes.
Passing counterfeit money.
Which is a major federal
That's a
crime.
federal crime.
Yeah.
But it's not like he knows anyone who does that kind of thing.
J.K. Rowling, number 2, she replied to a post on Twitter about, of course, trans people because she doesn't like them. This was her response to someone saying something positive about the trans community. Does this apply to any other demographic, Landon? Do I get to be black if I like Motown and fancy myself in cornrows? What if I claim the authentic me has always been black and that you're being racist to me? Would that be okay, or would you find it ludicrous and deeply offensive?
Who's this dipshit?
That's J.K. Rowling,
Oh, that asshole.
the author of the Harry Potter series.
The woman who made her billions on a fantasy where people change what they look like.
Yep, that one. Yep, so fuck her too. And the last one I have for douche of the week is Donald J. Trump himself on Mother's Day. He posted on his Truth Social, Happy Mother's Day to all, in particular the mothers, wives, and lovers of the radical left fascists, Marxists, and communists who are doing everything within their power to destroy and obliterate our once great country. Please make these complete lunatics and maniacs kinder, gentler, softer, and, most importantly, smarter so that we can quickly make America great again.
It's good.
Did you hear the quote this week of who he praised in one of his speeches?
Hannibal Lecter?
Yeah, Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah, it was the Hannibal Lecter thing.
The late, great Hannibal Lecter.
Yes.
Who was a great guy
Mm-hmm.
and had people over for dinner.
Yes.
Great guy, totally real person.
Incredible cook, even better doctor.
He knew his wines.
Yeah. Could pick a great Chianti. I know this for a fact.
Joe.
I now have 2 nerds of the week. One, Joe Pravdo.
Do not tear.
Joe's on fire tonight. Both shows. Fucking incredible.
My
Second,
only nerd this week is your nerd. Your nerd a really good one because mine isn't that great. I want to end with the back.
Go ahead.
Ahmed Best wants to make a John Wick style story about the Jedi that he played, and like no dialogue. He just wants an entire action sequence movie.
That's cool. I'd be down.
I like that.
I'm for it.
Chris Hemsworth says he gets annoyed by actors who star in a Marvel movie and then bash the MCU afterwards. It's like, they're films that are successful. Put me in one. Oh, mine didn't work? I'll bash them. Look, I grew up on a soap opera, and it used to bother me when actors would later talk about the show with guilt or shame. Humility goes a long way. You're right,
Yeah,
Odinson.
good for him.
You are worthy.
He's like his dad, Hannibal Lecter, great guy, lost an eye once. His wife died because Doctor Who killed her. It was a horrible moment. I was there. I ran the Rainbow Bridge. I'm Idris Elba.
Good times.
All right.
That's
So,
it's a show.
anything to say, Kyle?
Yeah. Excellent food news tonight. And as always, if you like what you can like us on Facebook.com/nerdities. Follow us on Twitter @nerdities. Email us at nerdities@gmail.com and check out nerdities.com.
While you're there, fuck you. Also, I think to liven up food news a little bit, Kyle, I think what I'm going to do is throw a fake food news in there and see if you can guess it.
These days?
I mean, considering it would probably have to do with molding shapes of male genitalia or some weirdo shit like that, I'm sure I wouldn't have
Actually,
that hard of a time picking it out.
Kyle, real quick too, before we end the show, you missed a scenario that was brought up at the beginning of the last show, in which you have the option to sell your soul to a demon for a wish, right? Or you have to eat an Ookie cookie, but you get a leading role in a Marvel movie.
Wait, say the second one again?
An Ookie cookie.
Explain what that is.
Oh, you and Joe didn't know.
No, I'm pretty sure I know. I just want to hear Justin say it out loud.
Yo, Justin, yeah.
Oh, you want me to
Justin,
say it out loud?
Yeah.
You're the one who brought it up.
Well, it's actually Mike's question.
It was my question then. You brought it up again.
It's true,
So-
but I want Kyle's take here. It's a jizz-covered cookie, Kyle.
That's what I thought. It's exactly what I thought it was.
Yeah.
So I have to eat one of those, and I get a what?
A leading role in a Marvel film. Like, you are the lead in a Marvel film. Right?
And
Sell your soul for
Or
any
sell your
wish.
soul for any wish. But,
so a choice has to be made between those two
yeah,
things.
you
I'd
have
say,
to make a
would
choice
you
between
rather?
them.
Is this? You're not forced into either corner, but of the two, which is more disturbing to you? I guess is the best way to.
Well, no. Which one would you opt for?
I would opt for probably selling my soul for any wish.
Wow, you're dealing with demons though.
Yeah, it is eternity.
Well,
Like-
here's the thing. There is no guarantee of how the movie will turn out.
I mean,
And there's a lot of leaks in the media nowadays. I don't really want to be known as the guy who got a Marvel role by doing that. That's some Weinstein type shit that I ain't ready for in my life.
I guess that's a fair way to look at it.
And considering my wish wouldn't affect me directly, I think I would be okay. Because I'd be very particular in my wording of it.
Yeah.
Because we played the evil genie game enough where like
Oh, there's
I'd be pretty particular in my wording.
there would
of
be
the
no
wish.
strings attached. They're not going to evil genie you. You're just going to be like, you remember at the fucking, what was the, we're Channing Tatum's on a fucking leash.
Oh, this is
Yes.
the end.
Yes, that's going to be your eternity. Like, you're going to be a demon's man puppy.
That's not what you said. You said my soul, not
Well,
my
I mean,
body.
it's
Well, it owns
yeah.
your soul. Like even if you're not corporeal, it's going to do whatever it wants to with your soul. It
Yeah.
owns your soul.
That's not what that means.
What do you think it means?
Yeah.
That means when you die, you belong to the demon.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's
Yeah,
going
your soul.
to,
Yeah,
whatever.
not while I'm alive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
but he
eternal,
could.
though.
Yeah, but yeah, it's eternity. Like, he can make you have a form. He's a demon. He's got the magic. He could do whatever the fuck he wants.
No, but that only happens after I die.
Yeah, but that's a whole eternity of that. You're swallowing one load cookie. Like,
Oh my God.
I mean, it's
One look, but it's like
Justin, just because
But
you would
it's-
bake a whole
it's
batch of those
better-
for yourself doesn't mean
it's-
anybody else has to.
but
be
it's
willing to
better
eat
than
one.
an eternity of getting butt fucked
All
by a
right,
demon.
I'm leaving. Okay, finish the show. I have to go. It's been a pleasure.
All right. And
That's awesome. Thank you.
speaking of butt fucking demons, head over to tpublic.com and search Nerdities, where you'll peruse and not buy anything. Sold a couple shirts this weekend. Mostly, we sold 4 shirts on Can't Stop and 1 shirt on Nerdities.
Well, I feel proud anyway.
Yeah. The Nerdity shirt was the... What the fuck was the Nerdity shirt? I can't fucking remember. Oh, it's the D&D shirt. It's the D&D logo.
Oh, okay. The group D&D logo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
We only
can't...
have 3 shirts up there right now. Is it?
No, you
Yeah,
have
it's
to.
a-
You have to click on one of the shirts and then click on the shop, and it'll bring up all the designs.
All right.
They have some
Annoying.
weird magic. Anyway, sinfulcreationsbyjustin.com. I don't have Ookie cookies on the menu yet, but don't push me. Or do. Whatever.
That would be pull you.
It depends.
Definitely put down that ookie cookie.
Well, if
and
they
go over
wanna,
to-
if they're gonna milk my prostate, it's pushing.
And pull it. And hump it. And hump it. And hump, and hump, and hump, and hump.
Come on, Joe. Let's-
head over to youtube.com/nerdities. Throw that cookie at that subscribe button. and
Blaze
make sure
that
you get it
subscribe
all
button.
over that bell
No.
when you ring it to get notified when new content is coming. Because they don't know the new content is coming.
Hot content.
Lots and lots and lots and lots. Including Nerd ETs, our cooking show.
Where we
Season
glaze a
1 will
lot of
drop.
stuff.
There are some glazes.
There's glazes.
There's glazes.
Glazing for days.
You glazed some pudding.
I glazed a lot of stuff. Glazed some pies.
You did glaze some pie. We have the final installment of the Joe trilogy. We have some shorts.
Call
We
it by
have
its real name.
Oh, what, the Justice League? We have a Halloween special. We have a Christmas special. We have a feature film in the works. We need money to do all this stuff because things cost money, and we want to up the production value, and we want you to enjoy this. So become a producer and give us money. Write to us at nerdities@gmail.com because we'll croon, we'll spoon, we'll talk about your business and or product.
Joe will send you feed pics
And ookie cookies.
and ookie cookies. Joe will eat your ookie cookie if you fund our movie.
You know, I gotta say, I'm not as proud anymore. I think we took it too far. I'm not happy with myself.
You shouldn't be. Why would you
Is that what we're
introduce
doing
that
this
concept to this group?
I don't know. So,
What is
this
wrong
the
with
shock
you?
jock in me. I was really fouled by Opie and Anthony. And so every once in a while to try and... But you know what? I think it sparked a good night. Just up
Sparked
until the end.
something.
The opinions of the Nerdies crew are idiotic and poorly thought out. But don't worry, next week's will be far more insulting. Bye-bye.
Fuck you.
You two are in sync tonight.
Because of the end of civilization, the Clamp Cable Network now leaves the air. We hope you have enjoyed our programming, but more importantly, we hope you have enjoyed